Hello students, welcome in my lecture series. In last part we have discussed about the characteristics of normal probability curve. In this part we will consider the how to consult the normal curve table. We have seen already that the total area under the normal curve extending from minus 3 sigma to plus 3 sigma is taken to be 10,000. For the simplicity of calculation, the total area under the normal curve extending from minus 3 sigma to plus 3 sigma is taken to be 10,000 arbitrarily. The standard table is prepared by the eminent scientist R.A. Fisher. By using the standard table, or it is called normal curve table, we can find the area between mean and given sigma distance. Now, between the area from minus 3 sigma to plus 3 sigma, there are 10,000 cases. That means total area under the curve is taken to be 10,000. So from and the area and the curve extending from minus 3 sigma to plus 3 sigma. So from plus or minus 3 sigma there are 10,000 cases. With the help of table we can find how many number of cases lie between mean and given sigma distance. If we know the sigma distance of particular point, then we can find the uh, number of cases between the mean and given sigma distance. That, as already we know that the number of cases between mean and plus 1 sigma are 34.13%. It is in percentage, and if we consider in or out of 10,000, then this number of cases 3,413. Again we know that minus 1 sigma to mean there are same cases 34.13% cases. That means out of 10,000 there are 3,413 cases between sigma and mean. And again we know that the curve is perfectly symmetrical. Therefore the half part to right and the left are identical, or we can say equivalent. Therefore, the same number of cases lie between mean and plus 1 sigma as well as minus 1 and mean. Now, how to consult the table? Question is how to consult the name of the table is area of normal curve in bracket proportions out of 10,000 and critical values of z. Z, we know that the Z score, we can calculate the Z score by using the formula Z is equal to M upon standard deviation. Then if we denote deviation, X minus M is the deviation of score X from mean. So it can be written as Z is equal to X upon sigma. Sigma means SD. Sigma is equal to SD and small x is deviation, which is equal to x minus m. Now in this table, the first column gives x upon sigma. That means the first column shows the values of x upon sigma or z score, and the first row show the values of x upon sigma or z score, but it in the form of decimal point. After one decimal point, that means there is given 0.00, 0.01, 0.02, 0.03 like this. And in first column, the values of z scores are 0.0, 0.0, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 like this up to 5.0. But we consider the values between the limit plus or minus 3 sigma. Now suppose we have to find the uh, number of cases between mean and 0.67 sigma. We have to find the number of cases between mean and 0.67 sigma. This table shows the number of cases between mean and particular sigma. Now we have to find the values between mean and 0.67 sigma. So consider the first column x upon sigma and go down up to 0.6 and then move along horizontal row up to 0.7. If we go to 0.7, then we find that 2486 cases. 2486 cases out of 10,000. And in case of percentage, we can say that between mean and 0.67 sigma, there are 24.86% cases. Similarly, if we have to find out the number of cases between minus 1.67 sigma and mean, then how this can be found in table. So consider the first column x by sigma. Now go down up to 1.6. Say here 1.6. And now move along row, horizontal row up to 0.7. So move along this row up to 0.7. Here we can find 25 cases. 25 cases. Or we can say that 4525 cases. These are the cases out of 10,000, and in terms of percentage we can say that from minus 1.6 sigma and mean there are 45.25% cases. The area on both sides are identical, so the cases between minus 1.67 sigma and mean are same as the cases between mean and plus 1.67 sigma. And if we have to find the number of cases between 0.07 sigma and mean, then how to find these cases? So go down the same column. Consider the column first. It shows first value 0.0, and so consider this point and go along the row up to 0.07. So here we can find 279 cases. 279 cases. These are the cases out of 10,000, and in terms of percentage we can say that between 0.07 sigma and mean there are 2.79% cases lie. Same table can be used to find out z score limits of the given percentage. If we have to find the score limit of 40% from the mean, then consider 40%. But in a table exactly 40% or 4,000 cases cannot be found. These cases are near about the, so consider the table and we find 3,997 cases in the sigma limit. See here, in the sigma limit 1.208. 1.28. 40% cases lie between mean and 1.28 sigma. Similarly, if we have to find these score limits of 32 percentage, 32 percentage. Now consider the table and find the figure near about 3,200, near about 3,200. We find here the number of cases between these sigma score 0.91. There are 3,186 cases. See, 0.91, 0.91 sigma. There are 3,186 cases. 0.92 sigma. There are 3212 cases. That means we cannot find exactly the number of cases 3,200 in table. We found that the number of cases between mean and 0.91 sigma are 3,186, and the number of cases between mean and 0.92 sigma, there are 3,212 cases. So how to consider the cases for the 32%? Interpolate the cases as the score limits of 32% are as between mean and 0.91 sigma there are 3,186 cases. That means it is from minus 14 cases deeper, and here between mean and 0.92 sigma there are 3212 cases. That means the difference is plus 12. So we can consider difference is say approximately equal. So the score limit of 32% are 0.915 sigma. In this way we cannot find exact figure in terms of percentage, so adjust it as. Now again, if we find the score limit of say 20%. Now find the figure 2000 in a table. Now exactly there is no we cannot find the figure 2000. Here we 1985, 1985 cases in a score limit mean and 5.2 sigma, between mean and 0.52 sigma, and in the limit mean and 0.53 sigma there are 2019 cases. Sorry, there are 1985 cases between mean and 0.52 sigma, and 2019 cases between mean and 0.53 sigma. And now we have to find the score limit of the cases 2000. That means it is equivalent to 20%, and therefore we can take the mean of these two sigma scores. That means 0.525 sigma. So the score limit of 20% are mean and 0.25 sigma, because the we cannot find exactly the figure 2000, and we take near about the figure 2000. We have found that there are 1985 cases between mean and 0.52 sigma, and 2019 cases between mean and 0.53 sigma. Therefore we consider the number of cases 2000 between the mean and score sigma as 0.5 to 5 sigma. If we have to find out the percentage of cases between mean and minus 1.26 sigma, minus 1.26 sigma. We know that the normal probability curve is perfectly symmetrical. That means these two halves are identical or equivalent. Therefore, the number of cases between mean and minus 1.26 sigma is same as the number of cases between m and plus 1.26 sigma. That means we can use the same table for finding the cases between mean and minus sigma. First column x upon sigma and go down up to 1.2 and horizontally go up to 0.06. 0.06. That means we found that there are 3,962 cases out of 10,000. 3,962 cases out of 10,000, or we can say that the percentage of cases between mean and plus 1.26 sigma are 39.62%, and it is same between mean and minus 1.26 sigma. In this way, we can use the table for for finding the number of cases between mean and given sigma. This table can be used reverse way also. In this way, in this part, we discuss about how to consult the normal probability curve. Now, in next part, we will consider the application of normal probability curve.